Welcome in, Scorpio, to Dawn Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing well, thank you. Today's message is for Sun, Moon, and Rising placements in the sign of Scorpio. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading. If you're interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you and your life, I do provide private readings. My information is in the description box below. Today, I'm planning on doing a career and money reading for you. I haven't done one of these in a while. And in my lives, a lot of people ask about their career and money situation. So I thought I will just do an overview for each of the signs. So that's what I'm doing today. If you wouldn't mind, please click that like button right off the bat. That way you don't have to think about it later. And if you're brand new to my channel, you may want to consider subscribing, as I do live readings on YouTube only at this time. So you have to be a subscriber in order to be notified as to when I go live. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you today is I'm doing a new spread that I've just recently learned from Tarot by Janine. Janine Morgano from Canada. She's been a reader for 40 years, 35, 40 years, whatever. And she was taken off of YouTube because she is a controversial reader, meaning that she was looking at current events and talking about current events. And with all of the situations going on, I guess the powers that be did not like that she was sharing that information. So they took her channel off. She does have a private channel now. So if you're interested in looking her up, she has her own channel. Tarot by Janine, you can look her up. She's an excellent reader. I look at her stuff almost every day. She's always posting. So I really like her as a reader. Anyway, this is kind of her spread. I mean, not that she created this spread, she just utilized this spread. It's called the Kachina knife. And it's a little bit different. So I still have to think about placements of the cards and what they mean and how they pull together. But for me, it has been kind of a fun experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread out your cards. When I actually go to, if I'm getting distracted outside, I have a wild desert sage in my front yard, and it just bloomed. We had a huge thunderstorm last night, so we had a lot of rain, and my sage has now bloomed, and it's bright purple. It's really pretty. And I've got like a million bees out there, the big fat black bumblebee bees and the little flying bees, and quite a few hummingbirds have been there this morning. So I'm kind of just enjoying that because I live in the desert, which is why I chose this desert background. And the other thing, Scorpio, is I live with scorpions. I see them. They live here in the desert with me. So it's not that I see them frequently, because when I do see them, I kind of freak out. You would, right? But I'm digging it. They live in my community. So anyway, all right, so let's get started on your reading. And see where it takes us. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, so she teaches to split with your left. So I'm going to split again with my left hand. And I am going to do each card with my left hand. Oh, the devil card. Wow, okay. So that is either the energy of being, bedeviled, either that, or you are really just being very, distracted, right? Procrastinating, distracted, that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's look. I don't see money cards here at all. I do see the 10 of Cups, which does represent a happy home. You do have some really interesting things going on. So right off the bat, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas, which is more than half of your reading. And those are the heavy hitters. Okay, Scorpio. We start off with this devil card. The devil card is that card of procrastination. It is that card of self-doubt, or it's the way that you're communicating with yourself, that you're talking to yourself, right? That devil card definitely is a card of addiction as well. And this is meant to represent your energy right now. So it feels as though many of you may be very distracted, or that you are allowing other things to come in and suck up your time, right? You're not really focusing too strongly on your money situation or your career right at this particular time, meaning that you're probably fine where you're at. But for those of you that are looking, I feel as though there's a big procrastination here. Now, the procrastination is also one of the things that I want to say about this energy is be aware of the people around you, because the people around you can be toxic. So it feels as though some of you might be in some kind of a toxic kind of an energy at this time, or you've got people around you that are bringing this level of toxicity towards you or around you, something along those lines. This is also my card of addictions as well. So it could be that you are just spending too much time focused on social media or the news or whatever it is that you're ingesting, right? You're ingesting all of that energy. And if it's negative energy, what does it do? It brings down your frequency, right? So just be aware that that energy is there. Now, as we're looking at the situation, it looks as though some of you are looking at your options with that Two of Wands. With that Two of Wands energy there, it's really saying that you're looking at, do I want to stay where I currently am in my current role? Or do I want to move forward and do something different? Do I want to go out and do the adventure? I do feel as though that there is energy there that is saying that some of you feel as though you want to stay where you are, even though it is the devil, because there is a fear that if you were to move to another role or move to another company, you would be the new person, right? So if they're going to have a layoff, if they were going to have to do any downsizing at all, with you being the new person, you may be that person that would be let go. So I do feel as though that is a valid fear. That is one of the things that you have to face if you're going to be changing jobs and you're not staying, with longevity within an organization or a company. But at the same time, that may happen anyway, right? So I feel as though if you're allowing those fears to prevent you from moving forward, those are the fears you're going to bring to yourself. I feel as though if it's a thing where you make a change and that change doesn't last, then that change really wasn't meant for you. And you will create something new, because we are creator beings. We are constantly manifesting, regardless of whether you recognize it or realize that that's what you're doing. That absolutely is what you're doing. With that Two of Wands, I do feel as though options are going to be here for you. I feel like those of you who are ready for that adventure, ready to go do something different in your job space, that you are going to want to align with something that brings you a lot of passion, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. It feels as though some of you really want to go do something even different than what you have been doing. I do feel as though, with 2024 has just been such a unique year. Not only have the energy's been very intense this year, every single month, it seems like we just keep escalating, and it feels like there's this vibration, right? This vibration that is around us. And sometimes it can feel kind of uncomfortable because we're not quite attuned to that vibration, or we've outgrown it, right? We're above that vibration, but you can still feel it down there, right? But with that too, I do feel as though this could also be representing some of you maybe moving to a new location. Maybe you're moving to where a new job would be. That is an option. Or some of you are looking at, because it is August, some of you might just be looking at, I just want to go on vacation and I don't want to think about it, right? Now, what is in your past is the Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is that card of destiny. That is that card of fate. That means that if you have been in a situation where you have been on that high, everything's going good, right? And just keep in mind that that wheel is constantly turning. Everything in life is cyclical. So when you feel as though you're on that very top rung, right, and you have nowhere else to go, believe me, fate will come in and will bring you some things to work through, because that's what we do. But if it feels as though you have been really struggling lately, or you have been waiting for your ship to come in so that you could take action or do something, I do feel as though this is saying that now is your time. Now is your time to take action. Now is your time that blessings are going to come in. This is a stroke of good luck coming towards you. The wheel is also that energy of evolving. It's also the energy of new opportunities coming in. So that would fit if it's a thing where you're looking at changing jobs. Now, the other thing that I do see is in the very center of your cards, you do feel as though you have a very comfortable home life. Like you've got a really good base, you've got a really good support system. You do have a lot of joy and happiness around you. It feels as though you're very comfortable in your home life. There's a lot of happiness here for you to celebrate. Now, what is coming in your near future is this Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is saying that you're not completely looking at everything, because if you look at her, she has those blindfolds on and she's got the crows, chirping at her. So I feel as though you are in a crossroads yourself. Like, do I stay? Do I go? And that's kind of what that Two of Wands was also talking about, even in your current situation. Even as you're moving forward, it feels as though you're in this crossroads. You're looking at things from, do I go to the left or do I go to the right? Right? Or is it black or is it white? Right? It looks like there's just this or that kind of thinking. And really, what that Two of Wands is saying, take the blindfolds off so you can have a clear vision of what it is you're looking at. Look at things with a completely outside of the box type of a situation here, because that Two of Wands is saying that you're going to have some choices to make, and they're going to be mental choices, and it may be choices as to how you express with your thoughts and your feelings, express with your words, how you communicate, that kind of a thing. But what's coming in also is the Justice card. The Justice card is that card of you being on the right track. So I feel as though when I'm looking at your overall energies here, I do feel as though there is some procrastination for a portion of you. I do feel as though you are looking at your options as to what direction you want to go. I do feel as though your home life is stable, but in your working life, you might not have exactly what it is that you're wanting. But I do feel as though new opportunities are coming in. You need to broaden your horizons as to how you want to look at things, right? But you really do want to evaluate. The Justice card is definitely that. The Justice card is saying that you are definitely on the right path. You are looking for truth and integrity, and you want to present yourself in your best path forward. And at the same time, I do feel as though with this Hermit card, that's that card of feeling isolated or going within yourself or doing some personal discovery work, that really enhances that Justice card right there. Overall, I mean, it looks good. It looks like some of you are going to be progressing. Some of you are really considering whether or not this is the timing for you to make a change. I do not see anything here that has to do with money. So I can't really speak to that part of this part of your reading, even though I had asked about money and career. I do see some changes for some of you is what I'm seeing here, though. I will pull two additional cards here for clarity. Very good. Okay, so we start off with that King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands for me is that guy that has a lot of experience. This for me is my entrepreneur, very fiery energy, a very down to earth individual, but he's very fast paced, very smart. This is the type of an individual that's got lots of stuff going on around him. He's got a lot of pokers in the fire, right? He takes a lot of action. He's very curious. He's very motivated. motivated. And if it's a situation where you are looking for a new role, it could be that you will be working with this individual or working for this person. This person, like I said, is an entrepreneur. So he might have multiple companies, or he might have multiple projects that he's working on. And I also see here with that Three of Cups that somehow or another there's going to be celebrations around you should you make this move, right? If you make a move to a new company, I do feel as though you'll be celebrating. I do feel as though it would be a good move for you. And I really do think that overall, this looks really super good for you, Scorpio, if that's the direction you want to go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I originally was going to take myself off screen and I forgot all about it. I just jumped right into your reading. So you're stuck with me the whole time. Okay, so your first card is signs. You are putting together pieces of a puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences you experience. Yeah, that's kind of that. I really feel that that curiosity card too, that Two of Wands, where she's actually looking out of her window here and she's looking out as to what do I want to do next? What do I want to manifest for myself? What is it that I want to create? Where do I want to go? How do I want to have my next experience? And what is she doing? She's looking for signs as well. So I think this is a really great card to put that into perspective for you. Moving up. Oh, look, Paris, the Olympics. You are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. Yes, I love it when Spirit confirms what I was just saying. I do feel like some of you may be moving to a new location wherever you may be finding this new job, or maybe you just decide you want to start your life over, starting a city or moving from the city to the suburbs or wherever it is, right? But I do feel as though you will climb the ladder of success because that's exactly what this message is bringing toward you. So congratulations to you if this resonates. And then manifesting, you have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and taking inspired action to make it happen. Now, I am going to say today I am recording this on August the 2nd, August 2, which I think today's Friday. I'm retired. I get my days messed up. But on August the 4th is the new moon. And this new moon, I think I wrote down what that new moon is in. I probably put that piece of paper away. But anyway, that is when you set your manifestations is on the new moon. You use the energy of the moon to help you with your manifestations to bring them to fruition. It just helps. I don't know why. It just seems to work that way. Anyway, so you have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. That would be the best thing for you to do. As a matter of fact, I have an example right here of what I do. Here is mine. Is it better to do it this way or this way? Can you see it? No, you can't even see it, can you? Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. Anyway, I draw this big circle. I put all the things I want to manifest in my life in the center of the circle. All the things I'm ready to release out of my life in the outside of my circle, right? So the things you want to keep are inside, the things you want to release are on the outside. Now, a lot of people will burn their sheets after they've put their manifestations out on paper so they can release them, right? The whole idea of writing them down has to do with the way that your mind and the actions work together, right? This is another reason why Spirit always says if you really want to communicate with your subconscious, you want to start a dream journal, especially if you're getting lots of dreams, you want to write down those dreams so you can look at those messages and decipher those messages for you in terms of your personal growth. Okay, so here we go. Your next card is futile. Hatching new plans, inception, creativity, reborn, source, nest egg, and flourish. So, really, what this is talking about is yes, I was saying that earlier as well, that many of you are constantly manifesting. Many of you are very aware of your manifesting capabilities. Some of you might not be. You might not realize that's exactly what you're doing. But what this is talking about is new plans are hatching. It's new ideas are coming, things that are coming to you that are speaking to your subconscious, speaking to that other part of you that is going to push itself up to your awareness, so you are aware of what direction it is that you want to go. And ascending, floating to the top. So it's talking about pay raise, promotion, bonuses, authority, and responsibility. So it's really saying that some of you are going to move up even in your own company. I think that didn't we have this card in here about, no. I was thinking that we have that card in here that talks about potential, oh yeah, the Hermit card. So the Hermit card is also that card of self-discovery. That is that card where you actually are learning about yourself. You're learning new skills, new ways of expansion, right? Expanding yourself. So I do feel some of you are going to be getting that promotion or that bonus. So woohoo, good for you. Congratulations. Your last card is Sister Moon, guided to the light. So hidden opportunities, dark places, emerging, and a full plate. Now, I haven't seen this card before. I thought I went and through and looked at every one of these cards, but I don't remember seeing the Sister Moon card. But I was just talking about utilizing the new moon, which is in 2 days' time, which is, what is that? So today is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Sunday is the new moon. You can do your new moon intentions for that day. Actually, you can do that the day before or the day after as well, because that energy is still very strong. But that's what this is talking about, is guided to the light, hidden opportunities. I think that if you take that time and you write out, you'd be very surprised at the things that you really do want to manifest and bring into your life. So, Scorpio, thank you so much for getting to this point of my reading. If you made it this far, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Sending you all a lot of love and light, should you so decide to accept that gift. And thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have a very prosperous August. And I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.